Hi, welcome to the small shed. This week the boiler's broken down, so we've got to see how easy it is to take down the cycle cart and all that staging I put round Hettie. See you in a minute. Right, so it's time to test how good this setup really is that we've got for lifting the cart over the top of Hettie. We've had a problem in the last couple of weeks with the boiler that the shower keeps cutting out after about 5 minutes with hot water, and I put the little GoPro on it the other day and decided it was the boiler that was at fault rather than the shower, despite having fitted 2 or 3 thermostats to the shower. And what that means is that the guy from Backsea is going to come and service the boiler on Friday, so I need to get him access, and at the moment he's not going to be able to do that. Coincidentally, one other thing needs doing, and it's something that's needed doing for a couple of years or more. As soon as I redid the garage, I thought it would be more sensible, given that the shape of Hettie is triangular essentially, to have it round the other way with the front facing forwards. But I've been constrained from doing that for years by the fact that the red car was on the drive and I needed to get right down past the side of the garage wall to swing it round full 180 degrees. And I'd forgotten all about that until somebody made a comment in one of the videos when I did the initial table for Hettie, I think, and that reminded me that that was always the intention, and I'd forgotten all about it. Now that the other car is away, there's nothing to stop me getting it out onto the drive, swinging it round and pulling it back in, so that the narrow end is down that end, and that gives me slightly better access to the workbench and it makes it slightly easier to open the freezer door. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the camera on time lapse. We'll start it at a given time. I'll get a clock out or something and we'll see how long it takes to literally take this apart, put all this stuff away, take the whole table down, take the car outside and turn it round. I won't put the table back up yet because until the man comes on Friday, I will need to just push the car back a bit anyway so we can get in. But it's just going to be an interesting exercise to see whether it's a matter of minutes or hours or even days to get it done. I suspect it'll probably be a morning's work to clear all the stuff out the way, put everything away, get the bits down off the table and get the table stripped down, and then we'll go on from there. But we'll see. It'll be an interesting exercise. taken me about an hour to take everything off, put things away, have a tidy up that it needed anyway. So now we can see how long it takes to actually get the whole thing taken apart. You can see one of the biggest problems I've found of the whole arrangement, which is not a deal breaker, but it is a nuisance in that I can't get at anything over there. But we can at least now get towards it, put stuff away over there, albeit a bit sketchily. Well, that's pleasing. It's taken less than half an hour to get it all stripped down and ready to push the car out in a fairly leisurely manner. So that seems to work well, came apart nicely. Still got obviously issues of getting at that side, but let's see what happens when we take it outside and turn it round as to how much better or worse we are. Because in theory it means the boiler access is going to be much easier, because this end should be tapering in a bit, but we will have a look and see. Let's move on now to getting it out onto the drive, put all this stuff away, and then we can give it a turn round and see what happens when we come back in. We've got the car out. Next thing to do is to see if we can turn it round on the drive, which is the great unknown. The geometry and maths says it can be done, but sometimes you need to do these things yourself to find out. So let's have a look and see if we can get it round. Well, that instantly gives me a whole area now that I hadn't got before, and I know that the platform will get in the way a bit, but it's much better, and it means to get access to the boiler I think I can just swing it across. And we've got access, so that's great. Really pleased with that. So there we are, a morning of successes and fails. Success in that we think the boiler is sorted. We've replaced the part that was looking a bit poorly. So that's hopefully going to mean that we can have showers without having to get frozen to death halfway through. Success in that the whole thing has gone back together again in a matter of less than half an hour. And that I've now got the revised layout that's given me a little bit more room. It's made it much better down here for space, without any, I think, cost to anything. So that's good as well. And the fail, well, the fail was the male presumption that I made about the gas engineer. And I said he would come along and fix it, and it turns out he was Jess, and he wasn't a he was a she, and that just really is a fail on my part. That is just showing how old people get stereotypes of things in this modern world that are probably not true. And I'm delighted that we've had a female gas engineer come out and sort the boiler out. And it's good to see them taking up roles in jobs that are predominantly male dominated, and you just expect, if you've got my sort of mindset, that's what will happen. So it's enlightening in that sense as well, and will perhaps teach me a lesson or two about assuming things. So yes, that was a fail, but it was a success in that we've got the boiler done. So I hope that was of interest, a bit of a diversion. I hope it was of interest. Look forward to seeing you next time, and hopefully we'll be looking at something different then. I'll see you soon. Bye.